Yo, all go on, man. What you saying, man? It's your boy Motivated J. You get me for another video. This is part 2 of being black in Europe. You get me? The last video I didn't really like it, so I also want to go ahead and make another video just to clear up a few things and touch. I want to make this one a little bit more structured per se. You get me? Right, first and foremost, yeah, my background, yeah, I'm from Jamaica, right? So I was born and raised. When I was 15, I migrated to the States. I live all over the world. I live in Japan, live in Italy. No, I'm living in Asia. So with that being said, I'm pretty diverse in my background, right? So I just want to touch on certain things, my experience in Asia, what I like about it, what I dislike about it, what I've noticed, and I just want to clear that up, right, from my last video. First and foremost, one big thing, yeah, people talk about the racism in Europe, right, where as relates to like black people and stuff like that. Personally, for me, as I said in my previous video, I've only encountered one situation in Hungary, right, in Budapest. Personally, overall, the place was nice, so I'm not going to let one person ruin it for the country itself, all right, in Hungary. However, I find that they're a little bit racist over there per se, you know. The way they deal with people of color, personally, I didn't really like it. I've had my fair share. That's the only place I've ever experienced racism in my life, or let's just say I've experienced some type of stuff where I feel displeased after service, if that make any sense, right? When it comes down to, so after communicating with my European friends, right, like, so friends from like Italy, Spain, the different places, I realized they look at African Americans and actually Africans totally different. In my previous video, I didn't really want to get straight to the point and you know, and talk about like Africans per se, but like African wherever they're from on a continent, whether it's Ghana, I don't know what Nigerians like do to people, but people really dislike Nigerians. I really don't know why, right? But wherever they're from, I realize they have it like a little bit difficult in Europe per se, and it's sad, right? It's sad, but I kind of understand where these other people are coming from, because when I ask my European friends, like, why don't you guys like Africans per se, they said, well, Africans, they come here on the boat, they do this, they do that, so on and so forth. Again, we're not speaking for all, but it's just like what I've noticed, and after communicating with my counterparts, that's what I've realized. I guess they do bad stuff whenever they come over, and you just have to kind of like look at it like this. They arrive to Europe from like on a boat with nothing, right? So it's like survival for them, right? They have to go out there, they have to get it. So what does that mean? Do bad stuff, perhaps, and that's what they were explaining. That's why they don't really like Africans. But when it comes to Americans now, so for example, if I go in a store, right, I get eyes, like everyone is looking at me, but I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna like, oh my god, why everyone looking at me? Hey, more eyes on me, the better it is, yeah. And then once I say, you know, no, like, for example, living in Italy, yeah, you go in a store and they be like, prego, and then I say, hey, you know, I'm looking for this. They realize you're American, right? So prego, by the way, means like, how may I help you, right? It means different meanings. Like, it means how may I help you, it means welcome. It all depends on the context and how you use it, right? But whenever you say something like, hey, I'm looking for this, and they realize you're American, you're not African, the demeanor of that particular person is completely changed. It's not even funny, and I find it a little bit, it's a little bit funny, but again, I understand why they do certain things. So like, if you're African American, the respect that you get throughout Europe, except France, they don't care where you're from. French people are a little bit mean. I think I expressed this in my previous video, but French people kind of mean still. I'm not even gonna lie, like, you know. But that's pretty much it. Like, if you're from like Africa itself, they're gonna treat you a little bit bad, right? But let's just say you're African American or from anywhere else apart from Africa, they're going to show you love, right? That's my experience. Maybe someone else has a different experience. So if you do, you can comment down below and let me know your experience, and let me, you know, maybe share ideas. You know, we could switch it up. Next thing, culture. One thing I love about Europe is a culture, right? Everywhere you go, you have a different culture. Everywhere you go as a black person in Europe, you're treated differently, per se. Sometimes you're treated like a king. Sometimes you're treated like average. Sometimes I mean, regardless, they're always going to show you love, right? And then in England, you're just blinded, right? Like, you know, as I said before, yeah, I'm half British. My dad is British, right? So I have siblings in England, so I always go there like a lot of times, and I just feel like at home whenever I go there, right? So you don't know already, yeah? In England, you have the yardy vibes over there, the yardy scene, and it's just amazing. So personally, the culture is a big thing, and in Europe as well, yeah, you jump from one place to the next, yeah? It's always going to be a different culture, yeah? Think about it. I live in Italy, I go to Spain, right? It's a different culture, right? You have the Spanish culture, boom. I go to France, it's different. I go to England, oh my god, I'm home, it's completely different, yeah? So everywhere you go is a little bit different. You go to Poland, it's different, and it's also different languages as well. And one of my language with black people, so Africans, right? You know, they speak like tons of language. Like my barber in Italy, I believe he speaks 13 different languages, if I remember correctly. So the Africans are smart, man. Like, I'm not sure why some I can't speak for all, some Europeans give them a hard time. Those guys are really smart. And the crazy thing is most of them, whenever they come over, they just want to make money. They just want to get to work. They just want to like get their hands dirty, right? And sad to say this, it's just like the Hispanic in the States. Let's just say it's immigrants in the States, right? Immigrants, they come to the States, they're going to work. They're getting into work. They want to make that bread. Like, whether they're from the Caribbean, whether they're from like Mexico, whether they're from like anywhere in South America, they just want to come and work and, like, you know, send money back home and, you know, develop themselves and make themselves a better person. And I believe that's the same thing in Europe. The Africans, they want to come to Europe to make themselves a better person, because my barber, as I explained to you, he has a business. He's not doing anything bad. He's working hard, right? This guy work day in, day out. Like, trust me, I stand on his feet every day, right? 12 or 13 hours a day cutting hair, right? He's from Ghana, right? He's just an amazing guy. So that's just the way he is. Travel, as I said, traveling in Europe is big. We all know all the countries are combined in some way of another, right? And so the traveling is really, really good. And as a black man, trust me, my personal experience, if I go somewhere with that white guy, I'm black, right? If I go somewhere with a white guy, I'm more likely to get like just ahead a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my experience. Like, they really do appreciate black men a lot in Europe. Again, if you're not African, I'm sorry to say, but if you're not like deep African, like, you definitely gonna get ahead of your counterparts. So like, whenever I travel in Europe, I always have an amazing time. Like, people, they show me love, they show me respect. And that's just what it is. Like, you go out, people are willing to talk to you, they're willing to come to you and say, hey, you know, where you from? And I love communicating with other people. I consider myself to be an extrovert, right? So I always communicate with others and stuff like that. So you know, I'm a people person, so people flock to me as well, innit? Food. So, you know, us as black people, we like our food in a particular way. And I realized one thing, living in Europe, living in Italy, mainly Caucasian like Italian food. The African Americans, we didn't really like Italian food. Why? No flavor whatsoever. Because, you know, like, African Americans, we like things spicy, right? Because, you know, we're used to that stuff. We want it spicy. I'm Jamaican. We use a lot of spice, right? We want that scotch bonnet pepper. You don't know that scotch bonnet pepper. We want that grease pepper sauce. We want it thing hot. You get what I mean? I say, like, Europeans, they don't want that stuff. In Italy, the food is just bland, like, right? It's not picante, right? I have some Italians say, oh yeah, it's picante, it's hot. But when I do eat it, I'm like, nah, fam, like, this is dead. I'm sorry, yeah. No disrespect to my Italians, you know? Te amo Italia, no? I'm pretty sure the guys right now, they're wondering, fam, what about the girls, fam? What about the girls in Europe? I'm black, man, right? Yo, as a black man in Europe, man, you get what I'm saying, especially a African American in Europe, like you're from the States, girls definitely gonna flock to you, man. Big man thing, yeah. As long as you put yourself together, I believe I said in my last video, as long as you put yourself together, 9.99% of the time you're good, you're Gucci, right? You get what I'm saying? Most of the times as well, the girls come to you in Europe, but you have to put yourself together. You can't be going out looking like, you know, your pants like sagging and your shirt baggy and you look like you ain't got no home. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to put yourself together. You have to be well spoken. You have to carry yourself well. Trying to speak to people as well. Like, go up to people. Like, you know, other people see you talking to other people, they automatically like you and stuff like that. Yeah. So with that being said, the way you carry yourself, you know, is going to play a long way. And if you carry yourself well, you know, if you look good, you cut your hair, you take care of yourself, proper hygiene, big man thing. Yeah, the girl's gonna flock to you. You have nothing to worry about females, because guess what? Europeans, they love black man. Big man thing, no matter where you are in Europe, yeah, whether it's Italy, Spain, France is a weird place. I don't want to talk about France, right? So whether it's Spain, Poland, Serbia, I will make a video about Serbia. Serbia surprised me in many different ways. I really love that country for whatever reason. In the daytime, not much to do in the daytime, my personal experience, but at night, I had a tremendous time in Serbia. It was really, really good. The people there are really amazing. The gentle, the food was actually really good. I had an amazing time in Serbia. I was in Belgrade for, what, 3 days? And I must say, I would definitely want to go back. I would want to go back to Serbia. Serbia was really, really nice. But overall, black men in Europe, the females, you got it, man. You're leading, you're winning compared to all the other like races per se. You're winning. You know what I'm saying? Just put yourself together. You just go out, you know, and everybody just gonna start eyeing you. You go to the clubs, they're gonna start coming up onto you. Like, it's easy, man. Easy day for you, man. Again, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just leave in the comment below. I hope this video kind of helps clear things up a little bit. And as I said before, I'll enjoy my 4 years in Europe, almost 4 years in Europe. Will I go back to Europe? I'm actually considering getting a property in Europe. That's how much I love Europe. Europe is just phenomenal, and I encourage everyone to travel there at some point in time of their life. Whether you're from Africa, whether you're from North or South America, wherever you're from, travel to Europe. Like, it's worth the trip, right? Let's just say you go to Rome, like Rome in Italy. You don't like Rome, okay, my friend, jump on a plane and go to Spain. If you don't like Spain, I don't know what you would like. Everybody likes Spain. You don't like Spain, go to France. You like France, go to Czech Republic. I think it's 40 plus countries in Europe to choose from. You can never not like one. And most of these countries, you can travel by train. You can travel by, the flight is cheap, like, you know, less than $100. Sometimes I see flight for $30 round trip. Trust me, believe it or not. I've never got one of those though, to be honest with you. My cheapest flight was less than $100, man. It was to Romania and back. But I've had friends that got like $30 ticket from Sicilia to Roma. It's pretty cheap. But yeah, man, just travel Europe. Don't be afraid. Don't let nobody tell you that like they don't like black people in Europe. Don't let nobody tell you they don't like black people in Italy. That's a lie. Especially, right? I say this, yeah, especially black woman. Italian man love them some black woman. Big man thing, yeah. Italian men love black woman. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'm at work, yeah, and the guys will come, hey, look at this girl outside, and I look, I'm like, what are you showing me? They're like, she looks good, like, and they'll be like this thing, bellissima, and I'm like, no, she's not. But hey, for them, she's beautiful. But I'm telling you, like, it doesn't matter. They love them some black, they love them some chocolate, yeah. Big man thing. So don't be discouraged. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, go to Europe. You're definitely gonna have a good time. Again, I don't want to make this video too long. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. right? Hopefully I'm trying to like push out at least 2 videos per week. 1 to 2 videos per week. It all depends on my schedule. Currently right now I have some downtime because of like the holidays. But yeah man, stay tuned. Just like and share my video. Big man thing, yeah. Big up, take care of yourself, yeah. See you next time, yeah.